Seems kind of like a shame. So, anyway, what prompted this little excursion is I picked up this awesome little axe. Now, I had brought some things with me from home this time so that I could hopefully get out here into the woods and do that. Brought my hammock, which I didn't get set up today, primarily because of the moisture and the insects, which I did manage to escape, but priority number one was to get some dinner going. And so anyways, I wasn't expecting to come across a store here in Grand Rapids, Minnesota called Schroeder's Log Home Building Supply. And so it's just on my way to the aircraft, to the work, and they had this awesome sign that said Gransfors Bruk and Holtzbruck's Swedish axes. So I was like, oh wow, I know what those are. I've been interested in those for some time. I better swing in and see what they got. Well, this isn't going to be a full in-depth review of any sort, but it can serve as my initial impressions and why I got this little handy-dandy little hatchet axe. This thing's really cool. I thought it was very unique, and I haven't seen any other axe manufacturers that produce such a high-quality, super tiny axe. This is called the belt hatchet, at least according to the catalog that I got. And so, what it lacks in size, it definitely makes up for in character. And the fact that this thing was forged in Sweden, traveled across most likely the Atlantic Ocean to get here, and that I just kind of happened to stumble upon it here. It's kind of handy. It's kind of cool. I'm just using it to commemorate my time here in Minnesota before I head back home, and kind of looking forward to having this thing handy in my glove box, center console of the Land Cruiser, or on my belt whenever I head out into the woods. But it is super stout, super sharp, and the grain on the wood is really nice. And so anyway, let's see how it cuts. Now, like I said, this isn't really going to be a super good demonstration, but just a preliminary initial impression. As I said, it is super sharp. And what's really cool is it's got just enough weight to it that it really feels like it's doing some work for you. And so, I mean, considering that you're just barely swinging it from the end of your hand here, what do you expect, really? It is so dang sharp. There we go. Makes quick work of processing down some kindling here. thing about this thing is, as I said before, maybe in the other videos, that it's more or less just suits the need of a pocket knife. It's just kind of like having a badass little pocket knife in your pocket that has extra capability, extra weight, extra wielding capability. It's just dang cool. My only other mid-sized, small-sized blade like this is my Columbia River Knife and Tool tomahawk, Woods Chogan tomahawk. I have another video for that. And so this thing's quite a bit smaller than that, but anyway, it's just cool. I'm just stoked that I picked it up. Part of me wanted to pick it up for my junior guy, but I did get him something cool that we're going to work on together. So there it is. There's my initial impressions of the Gransfors Bruk mini belt hatchet. So most impressed. Pretty stoked.